Welcome to Dog Star Tarot. I'm going to do something a bit different today. I started a video using the Lightseers Tarot. Just wasn't feeling it today. For some reason I've been drawn to these oracle cards today, Starseed oracle cards. I'm going to pull each of you an oracle card. I have it all written out here. What house the moon's in for you and everything, but I don't know, there's an awful lot going on in the planets. I'm going to put something in the community tab. I think it's called posts now, with what's happening, but there's so much going on and I just feel like the cards are really they're just challenging and things keep going wrong. So I'm going to pull an oracle card because that's what I've been drawn to. I even got the, I was going to get another deck out. I got the Gilded Tarot here to use. But this Starseed one's calling to me for some weird reason. So I know there's just an awful lot going on. In fact, it says here, I'm using the Moonology Diary by Yasmin Boland as always. Massive month astrologically speaking, as the planet of chaos Uranus moves into Gemini. The cycle began last year when Uranus slipped into Gemini in July. In November, however, Uranus turned retrograde and moved back into Taurus until now. This time, though, the cycle is long-term and will last till 2032, so we can safely say this is the real beginning of Uranus in Gemini. Last time Uranus was in Gemini in earnest, from 1941 to 1949, we had a massive shake-up in communications. No surprise, since Gemini is a sign of communications ruled by chatty Mercury. It was a time of breaking old patterns and embracing new technologies and ideas that should shape the modern world. So will we get a repeat? Let's just say that when it comes to AI, we ain't seen nothing yet. Expect old ideas to be discarded and new ideas to be king. On a personal level, think about where you are in your life and where you need to break free. As this is the second time recently that Uranus has slipped into Gemini, you may already have had a taste where you need to revolutionize your life. Okay, this is big stuff, okay? I don't know a lot about astrology, but I do know there is an awful lot happening with the planets and there's massive shake-ups and changes everywhere. All sorts of stuff's coming to the surface. So I'm not surprised that the cards are very challenging right now. Okay, so Uranus loves to surprise us, so stay flexible and ready to adapt, okay? Mars is also very active this month, but the good news is that action and change can go hand in hand. So direct your energy towards where you know you need a seismic shift. Okay. It says the full moon can bring challenges too, okay? It could lead to happier relationships, but they might result from some tensions that you have to work your way through. Okay. If individually you want me to do tell you more about the astrology, just let me know in the comments what star sign you are, and I will do a video for you individually, well, for each individual star sign. I'm not offering a personal reading, it would be for the collective. But yeah, it says that it could be trouble in paradise for those in relationships, and don't forget, this is not just about relationships in the romantic sense, or it can also be relationships with family or with colleagues in a professional capacity. So while some people will fight their corner, others will resort to manipulation. Underlying tensions can come to the surface now. Pluto's influence may bring up issues related to control, manipulation, or power struggles, especially in close partnerships. There may be intense emotions or hidden truths coming to light, pushing you to confront what lies beneath the surface in your relationships. The good news is, despite all of this, there's also fantastic Mercury aspect to Jupiter. This is the good news bit. This means that if you take a deep breath and try to talk things through rationally, you might be able to use any conflict as an opportunity to work things out. Certainly worth a try. Okay, so that's astrology in a nutshell. You might want to look at an astrology channel, or Google the astrology for April. Have a look at my post where I have got sort of a gif, I guess, of what the planets are doing on what date, and some of them have already gone. Sort of March. I know it's not, it's for April, I think. So anyway, let's have a look, Aries. Let's have a look what the Starseed Oracle wants to tell you. Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary and inspired ideas. Look at that. Okay, I've got the Moonology card here as well. It says a win-win outcome is forecast. So that's a bit positive, isn't it? That's for everybody. But for you, Aries, big picture thinking. Now then, I will read from the book. I don't want to miss anything. So, the Pleiadians are our cosmic cousins. They're here to remind us that it's never too late to learn new things and change the future. You're being called to be a visionary for the planet. Wow, big stuff. To take a breath, shake off what you've been taught about the world and hold a new vision for humanity. You're likely a natural big picture thinker, here to generate ideas for the future anyway, here to birth a new age and dream a new world into being. The future will be woven by dream makers like you, by those with enough courage to question the way things have been and envision new possibilities for the planet. The world needs more artists, dreamers, inventors and visionary thinkers. Perhaps you've had an idea recently that you're being called to usher in. If so, this card is your confirmation that it's divinely guided. The Pleiadians support us in this important stage in Earth's development. They want us to know that the decisions we make today will affect the well-being of our planet and all its species. They're calling you to be a leader of the future, to hold a clear vision of what's possible, to trust that vision and follow it through with daily action, to dream a new world into being, to hold your mind open and try not to worry about what others think, for it takes great courage to pave a new path, to trust a vision before it's a reality. Wow. It's a big responsibility there, Aries. So that's what I've got for you from the Starseed Oracle. Next up, we have Taurus. So what does Spirit want Taurus to know, please? And you've got the Great Severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. Okay, so yeah, in the introduction, if you listened, it did say that there's a possibility of conflict. So let's have a look. Okay, I'm going to put that card here for you so you can have a look at that while I'm reading. The Great What is it? The Great Severing. If I can find it. They're in alphabetical order. Okay, it's in G. This is a shadow card, one that may feel confrontational. Don't be afraid, it's here to bring to the surface anything that's standing in the way of letting love in. The warring planet of Mars is our constant reminder that it's important to soften, to forgive, and find our way back to love. There are many things in the human experience that make it difficult for our heart and soul to stay open to the never-ending source of love. We're all wounded, and our unconscious wounds inflict wounds on others. It can feel like a never-ending dance we can never escape if we aren't careful. And before long, we'll see the world as a scary, dangerous place where fear and anxiety roam free. If this card comes up for you, it could be for two reasons. Firstly, for you to acknowledge the difficult emotions, situations, conflicts, wounds, and fears that are causing you pain and anxiety. Secondly, for you to find your way back to love. When we're hurt, it's normal to close off our heart to the world, to let painful experiences confirm the agony of separation in earthly life. Soften and find your way back to love anyway. When fear, anxiety, and paranoia, my nose is itching, and paranoia paralyze you, it's normal to want to hide away from others and the world. Come out of your cave and soften your heart anyway, Taurus. We're all innocent children spinning our way around the world. Find a way to see the innocence in all people and especially yourself. That's what I've got for you, Taurus. I hope this helps. Next up, we've got Gemini. What does Spirit want Gemini to know, please? Too many there to take. Just doing one card each. The Seas of Mintaka. Seeing potential, bringing the unconscious to life. Mintaka is thought to have been a water-based planet containing the most crystal clear waters you could ever imagine. So clear that you could see for miles and miles underwater. The Seas of Mintaka card represents this crystalline clarity of potential and possibility. It's about the ability and choice to see the potential in all people and situations. This could be one of your natural traits, or it could be a sign that what you're currently doing has great potential. Mintakans are thought to have been a galactic race who saw the light in everything and everyone. You may have received this card as confirmation that a situation or project has extreme potential and will reach fruition. If it appears in a spread, it's a very positive sign that things are working out for the highest potential of all involved. It's an uplifting, light-filled card that brings great harmony, contentment, and positive outcomes. According to Carl Jung, that which we do not bring to consciousness appears in our life as fate. When water appears in dreams and art, it often represents the unconscious mind. Pulling this card also means you may be called to bring light to any unconscious patterns of which you're unaware, to look at them and to see them clearly and consciously so they don't appear in your life as fate. What unconscious patterns or behaviours are ready to be brought to the light of day? So that's what I have for you, Gemini. I hope this helps. Next up we have Cancer. What does Spirit want Cancer to know, please? And thank you. The Courageous Peony. Multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. Okay, Cancer. Courageous Peony. I never usually use these cards. I don't know why I've been drawn to them today. Flowers don't open and close according to who walks by. They embrace all of what they are and show it to the world around them. The peony doesn't try to compete with the cherry blossom, and the cherry blossom doesn't try to compete with the tulip. They own what they are and trust the timing of their true nature, and you're being called to do the same. It's time to open yourself up to being seen. Time to share your incredible, multifaceted true nature with the world around you. To uncover and reveal your soul's greatest gifts without wavering. To own your uniqueness without apology. There's a flower on this planet that holds the same qualities that your soul is readying itself to express. Let it inform you. You may have been taught that it's safer to keep your light hidden and your voice small. to hide behind the bushes instead of growing tall. The courageous peony is here to remind you that it's safe to embody all of who you truly are. It's safe to share your voice and let yourself be seen. At first it may feel uncomfortable and you may be afraid of what others think, but with each passing day it does become easier. It does become easier. Little by little you realise that it draws in those who are meant for you, and experiences you've been longing for arrive at your feet. It's a nice one for us Cancerians. So next up we'll have Leo. So what does Spirit want Leo to know, please and thank you? I'm feeling that one because it turned itself round. A new earth is happening. Keep holding the vision. Wow. Okay, Leo. I can't find the write-up. Okay. Don't give up now, you're closer than you think. I know it's hard to hold the frequency of a new age when it feels as if so much is crumbling and so many are losing faith. Got that right for sure. This is your sign that you're facing in the right direction. You have a great gift in being able to see the potential of things before they exist. Tend to the new seeds. Dream them into existence. Don't lose faith now. Keep your focus fixed. Planting new seeds and bringing about a shift of the ages is no mean feat. It requires extreme trust and a radical vision. If you pull this card, it's a reminder to have faith. You chose to be here, to be part of this global shift. Whether you're bringing it about through prayer and meditation or through working on a new project, job or creation, keep going. It's happening. Don't give up now. The world needs more dreamers like you, more people with hope in their hearts. The road ahead may not be plain sailing. Ushering in a new age in times of change never is. You're being encouraged to remember what you've been working toward for so long is almost here. Don't question yourself now. Don't waver. Dig your devotion deep, for if you do, in the not too distant future, you'll be able to sit back and watch all that you've so carefully planted and nurtured to grow and bloom. It's possible. Keep focusing in your dreams. You're closer than you think. So that's what I've got for you, Leo. I hope this helps. Next up we have Virgo. So what does Spirit want Virgo to know, please and thank you? And you've got star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. The star ancestors. Sorry about that, I just had to pause the video because I hadn't written down the timestamp. So, right, okay, so you've got star ancestors. The ancients knew much more than we do about our connection with the stars. Their pyramids, temples, and other places of worship created in precise alignment with the stars exist in all corners of the world. What if this ancient wisdom is available for you to uncover now? You're being called to think and listen with your ancient heart and soul, to tap into the part of you that remembers and knows. All ancient secrets are whispered forever in your ears. All mystic knowing blooms in your heart. All potent power pumps through your veins. You're being invited to step into your ancient knowingness, to be held by the rememberings of the star ancestors. To be held by the rememberings of the star ancestors. To look a little deeper. If you're feeling stuck, you're being called to do something different, to change your point of view. Creativity happens when we put together two things that don't belong, when we do the unexpected. So often a creative solution is right in front of us, but because we think the same thoughts and act the same way, we miss what's in the open. You're here to remember and uncover ancient secrets and transmissions, technology and wisdom that are so needed on the planet right now. To unlock your soul's memories of a time when we lived on harmony on earth, and one day will again. It just says here, I'm ready to remember ancient mysteries and secrets from deep within. Okay, that's what I've got for you, Virgo. I hope this helps. I hope it means something to you. And next up we have, who do we have? Libra. What does Spirit want Libra to know today, please? Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety and trust. Star Brothers. Okay. You're more protected than you can imagine, Libra. It's safe to open the back of your heart. You're being called to be open to receiving a new level of support now, from those in your life and from the benevolent beings you're connected with. Through ancestral patterning, current life traumas, the past karmic life impressions, many of us have become mistrustful and suspicious of loyalty and have blocks when it comes to receiving support. We've learnt that we need to go at life alone, that it's not safe to let our guard down and our heart open, that the world isn't a friendly place. The Star Brothers want you to have a new experience of life on Earth. They want you to feel deeply secure and safe, even if you're going through a difficult time. They want you to hand over your fears to them, to see them as opportunities to let in more love. They're guiding you to stay open to receiving a greater level of support than you can ever imagine, both in this world and beyond. To call in your team of loyal protectors and supporters, both physically and energetically. They want you to learn to soften through life's ups and downs, and to learn to open your heart, especially when it most wants to harden. So that's what I have for you, Libra. I hope this helps. Next we've got Scorpio. So what does Spirit want Scorpio to know? You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. I'm laughing. My husband's a Scorpio. Yeah, he's lovely. I can't imagine anyone wouldn't like him, but nah, you know what? None of us, there are always people that we're not gonna gel with, aren't there? You're not for everyone. Okay. These cards don't have a number. They're in like alphabetical order, but not always. Right, the world is filled with people who, no matter what you do, just won't like you. but it's also filled with those who you love fiercely. They're your people. You're not for everyone, and that's okay. Talk to the people who can hear you. Don't waste your precious time and gifts trying to convince others of your value. They won't ever want what you're selling. Don't try to convince them to walk alongside you, because you'll be wasting both your time and theirs, and will likely inflict unnecessary wounds that will take precious time to heal. You're not for them, and they're not for you. Politely wave them on and continue on your way. Sharing your path with someone is a sacred gift. Don't cheapen it by rolling yours in the wrong direction. Keep facing your true north. Pulling this card means you're being called to embrace your uniqueness, to own your weirdness, to let the world see who you really are, to reveal your multifaceted, multidimensional nature, not to dim your light according to who is in your presence, to own all parts of yourself so that your people, the ones who are the same kind of weird as you are, can recognize you when your paths cross. So that's what I've got for you, Scorpio. I hope this helps. Next up, my lovely Sagittarians. What does Spirit want Sagittarius to know right now? Child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. I love that. There's a mysterious force that governs all of life, an intelligence that tells flowers when to bloom and the tides and seasons when to come and go. That intelligence is within you. It was there before you drew your first breath, and it will be there well beyond your last. It's the part of you that informed every cell. What to do when you were in your mother's womb. My glasses. It's harder to resist the force than it is to surrender to it, because Earth is a planet of polarity and free will. And it's easy to forget that this intelligence exists within us. So often we become disconnected from this pulse of life and to fall into the pattern of believing that we're separate or feeling that we need to go it alone. We can feel isolated and as if we need to figure things out for ourselves, to rely on our own strength. You're being called to remember the intelligence that's within each and every one of your cells, to remember that you're a precious child of a loving, gentle universe, that you have access to all the intelligence, wisdom, strength, flow, and qualities that ever were, are, or will be. And to remember that if flowers know exactly when and how to bloom, then you do too. I love that for you, Sagittarius. I hope this helps. So next up we have Capricorn. What does Spirit want Capricorn to know, please and thank you? Starkeeper. Cosmic ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. That's interesting. Starkeeper. You're an ancient keeper of the stars, here to anchor and seed your light in your unique way. You've likely been incarnating on Earth for some time, dedicated to an era of awakening and bringing about a long-awaited shift in the planet's evolution. We're at a tipping point now. The survival of Earth and all its species is coming to a head. Wow. The more grounded you remain during this transitional period, the more helpful you'll be. The more you attend to the flames of your own heart, the more you love and anchor onto this planet. I'm reading that again. The more you tend to the flames of your own heart, the more love you'll anchor onto this planet. So this is about focusing on yourself, Capricorn. Okay? The wisdom of the stars is imprinted in your soul. The more soul fragments you call home, the more this wisdom is seeded here. You may be called to be in different places in the world, to anchor this light. Perhaps by taking a trip or living in a certain location. You may also find yourself experiencing awakening symptoms. The more grounded you remain, the more stable Earth's energy will become and the less reactive humanity will be. You're here for a double mission, to grow as an individual and as part of a larger collective that's bringing about a shift in frequency. Trust that you can be in the world but not of it and lead a truly glorious life. There's a little mantra here. It says, I acknowledge that I'm a star keeper. I choose to anchor my light and stay as grounded as possible. That's a big responsibility, but I love that. The more you tend to the flames of your own heart, the more love you will anchor onto this planet. And we need it now. We need it now, Capricorn. That's what I've got for you. I hope this helps. Makes sense. Next up, we have Aquarius. Okay, I just paused to write down the timestamps. Sometimes forget. Remembered that time. So, what does Spirit want Aquarius to know right now, please? And you've got activated Earth, power places, ley lines. Trust where you're led. Activated Earth. Ley lines are invisible pathways on the land along which energy travels. They can be sensed when we tune into them with our subtle senses. Also known as spirit paths, they've been compared to the meridian system of the body used in Chinese medicine, and they link sacred sites, stone circles, burial mounds, and places of worship worldwide. In Australian Aboriginal culture, song lines were the paths travelled by the creator beings as they made the land and sea during the dreaming. These cards are making me really emotional. These paths were recorded in the traditional songs and dances of the people, allowing them to access information about the land's history and to travel safely across great distances. Many believe that as we visit such sacred points on Earth, something is activated within us. Some also believe that by connecting with the land with devotion at these sacred places, something is activated within the planet too. Are you being called to travel to a sacred place that your soul remembers, or to tend the land you live on, to honour and acknowledge the known and unknown keepers of nature spirits of that land? As you connect with the earth and honour its keepers, the land opens up more fully to hold you. The fruits provide more nourishment, and the guardians watch over you. So that's what I've got for you, Aquarius. I hope this helps. And last but not least, we have Pisces. So what does Spirit want Pisces to know, please? And you've got a double mission, light worker starseed. Serve the world by being you. Double mission. Lightworker starseeds are mission and purpose oriented. Many have the feeling that time's running out and there's something they came here to do, create or contribute. They're here to grow as souls individually and also to contribute to the planet in some action-orientated way. Collective mission. The collective mission is often answered through a career, calling, or by devoting their life to something bigger. Until they remember their collective mission, it can feel as if something's missing or that they're forgetting something important. It's common for light workers, starseeds, to feel that they're different, and they may carry soul memories of being visible or sharing their voice. As such, they may protect themselves by dimming their light in order to fit in, or by spending time in some sort of closet, such as a spiritual closet. If you pull this card, you're being called to remember your collective mission and step into it even more fully. You're being reminded that your role as a light worker is to light up the world with your presence. This doesn't have to be a great big thing or a decision you need to make. You also don't need to have a great big plan. If you resonate with being a light worker, all you need to do is work out what lights you up, i.e. your passions and joys, and keep doing that. When you trust and follow the simple path of things that light you up and then lose yourself in the doing, you light up the world without even trying. How can you serve the world by being you? That's something to ponder, isn't it? Yeah, these are certainly different and very deep, but I do think we're at a critical time with, in the world, the astrology and everything. There's such a there's big stuff happening, big stuff, big changes. So yeah, I'd be interested in seeing your comments, see what you think of these cards. They are a little bit, well, they're very different, aren't they? But I've enjoyed doing them, something a little bit different. Tarot wasn't working for me for some reason this month. I just couldn't. They were all over the place and it didn't make any sense to me. These do. So yeah, as always, thank you for being here. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed. And if you do want a personal reading, I do have some availability. Just drop me an email to dogstartarot@outlook.com. Yeah, and please give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe. Yeah, but I love to get your comments. Whether you like these cards or not, I don't, just let me know. If you want more of these, I'll do more of these. If you like the oracle cards or whether you prefer tarot. Yeah. So I'll be back with you again shortly. And thanks again for being here. Take care and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.